What's going on, everyone? Thanks for clicking on today's video. I know I haven't been posting as much as I want to as of recently. I've just been super busy, but that's all about to change for the rest of the year. If you guys don't want to miss anything, make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for what I got planned. Bunch of fishing, bunch of footage I'm going to be posting, so stay tuned. You guys know I always got the rods with me in the car. We're about to head to this spot a few minutes away. Just got off work. Let's head over there, see if we can catch some fish. There's a bass. Good sized fish too. What? You can't own the water, ma'am. I'm sorry. I've fished here for the past 5 years. No, I'm gonna keep. I'm not on your property. You don't own this land. You can call them. That's fine. You don't own the property.
I own it. I pay taxes on it.
No, you don't own the water. There's literally a public drain right there. You know that, right? You're the same type of person to complain that kids don't get outside enough. Now you're just gonna ignore me? Yeah, go back inside. How's it going, man?
I think better than you.
Yeah.
Patrolling Emerald Lake with police, so you know body cameras on.
Okay.
Being recorded.
Yeah.
So what's going on? You were just sitting here fishing?
Yeah, I fish here the past 5-6 years.
Okay.
She's never came out and complained, but I know multiple people that fish here. I'm
Right.
pretty sure this is public.
Yeah.
I thought her property line ends.
At the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a property line map in my car.
That's what I'm saying.
But I would assume that this isn't her property. I would assume this is the township's property. I mean, listen, maybe it is hers. I don't know. So I don't know.
I've fished here for a very long time. I've never had issues fishing here.
I was under the impression that you.
But,
were,
I mean,
in
even-
her backyard.
No.
Fishing. So I was thinking. I didn't know this was even. This is where it was.
So
Yeah.
she just came out like yelling. I could barely hear her. And then she's like, I'm calling the police. I'm like, okay. I mean, obviously, if it's her property, I'm going to leave. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
I honestly, I don't even know
yeah.
if she could. If this could be her property. I don't even know. I don't. Because like, how do you? Is it that their property too? Then
That's what I'm saying. There's like multiple houses here, and then there's this whole strip. This is a public drain.
Yeah. So I don't.
It's a public drain. So like,
Are they fighting at least?
yeah, I caught a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything good?
Nothing crazy,
No.
but I mean, I literally work right up the street, so I've stopped here, like I said, the past couple years to fish after work almost.
And you've only been on this side. You've never been.
Yeah, no.
You've never been on that part of
No.
fishing, or it's always been on the rock.
Yeah, it's always on the rocks. I never go past this drain.
Right.
I fish this drain up until my car right there.
Yeah.
Can't even really access all of it from here anyway.
Right.
So
She, I mean, we can confirm it. I mean, she's telling me she pays, she owns this. I mean, I didn't go that far into asking her to dig out, paperwork that would prove such.
yeah. I mean, like I was telling him, I've fished here past 5-6 years, never had an issue.
Yeah, she said,
I mean, what would be the process of even getting proof?
I don't
Like I said, I fish here.
necessarily know. I mean, the only thing, just by my eyes, what I would perceive that it would be hers is she's the only one that has a dock or access from her property to said pond.
Yeah. But like I was just telling him too, this is like,
Yeah, right in the corner
over
in the
there.
cove, yeah.
but like I was just telling him, like that's a public drain, is it not?
Yeah, but it's like the same thing if they put a telephone pole on your property, or if this was constant draining, the township would be liable to assist with that. Same thing with the guardrails and stuff. Like I said, I can't confirm I mean, I could have her muster through some personal paperwork and
Literally,
I
like,
wonder if you could go to like the town hall and ask for like.
yeah, they probably wouldn't release public or private.
Well, I'm saying if it could and it's public, and if they can't, then you have your answer right there. You can't request it because it's somebody's property. Then you know, holy shit, this is somebody's property.
yeah.
And like I understand like where she's coming from. If it is actually her property,
Right.
God forbid you did fall in and you didn't know how to swim or whatever. the
No,
case may be.
I hear that, obviously, but I just want to know if it's her property or
No,
not.
yeah, and I completely understand that as well. I mean, especially if it's a good fishing spot. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So, I mean, if I could try and ask. She might tell me to kick rocks. I mean, she really doesn't have to.
But then what is
Yeah,
the,
no,
like,
I know. I mean, we're not charging you with trespassing or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah.
right now it's kind of just we're making sure that it doesn't escalate into something more.
no, I mean, like I said, she came out, she was yelling. I mean, I yelled back, but like, I'm just like, I could barely hear her. She comes out her
Yeah, I
balcony.
could barely hear her from over here.
Yeah.
When I first got out of my car.
Yelled back that I've been fishing here the past 5 or 6 years. I told her she doesn't own it because I can't see how she owns it too, because before all that grass on that side grew in, I don't know how old that house is, but like I used to fish it from that side like years ago.
Yeah.
Before it all grew in. And I film videos online and stuff, dealt with similar situations like this. A lot of people try to enforce, oh, this is my property, I own the water, but typically their property line ends at the bank or like where the water starts.
I mean,
From experience, I'm not saying that's a situation here.
I know there's some properties that do have private ponds.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff
for
like
sure.
that. I mean, I don't know if this is one. I don't know if there's many of those in Lakewood. So,
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, I was telling him if it is her property, I'm going to respect that. I won't come back here.
I could check in our system, see if we have any type of record, especially if, I mean, she said this has been an ongoing thing, but not with you, with just other fishermen and everything like that. Check and see if there's anything in our system that might have, you know, just like the zoning or anything like that.
Call somebody like who would know. Like
We would have to call
like,
the
I don't think
township,
Public
but
Works
everybody.
would.
Yeah, no, Public Works wouldn't have it. It would be township zoning, tax office. I mean, anything like that. Would,
Friday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we're not going to reach anybody. There's no way to really know.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, and like I said, it's not like we're trying to put you in a tough spot. And,
No, I hear you.
know,
It's just
we're
so
not-
silly to me, this stuff, because he's like the type of person to like get mad that kids are inside too much too, you know? And I'm literally out here fishing.
Well, let me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. But let
do.
me check that. Let's see.
Like-
See if we can help you out. We want you to fish. We want you to have a good time. We want her to be happy. And we want the best for everyone.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like also like just the way people approach situations, like
that's-
come up to me like a normal person.
Right.
Don't just yell at me like this and that.
I mean, if this is her property and obviously you can't come here to fish.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if she would care, but maybe if you ask her politely, like, hey, like, is it
Yeah.
okay? Like, I didn't know. I'm terribly sorry. Is there any way I could continue to fish here? Like, I've been doing this for 6
Yeah.
years. Like,
No, I hear you.
I didn't know this was even a thing. I see it now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just weird.
it kinda
It's
does make-
definitely
yeah.
odd because
It
like
is.
I said, we're on a public street.
Right.
Pond's right over, like even if I technically casted from the public street into there, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
definitely like a touchy, I don't know.
Right. I mean, like I said, if he comes back and there's a zone, or I didn't know we could even search zones on our systems. Honestly, I've never even dealt with this. I'm not going to lie to you. If we could, and if this is her property, like you said, there's going to be no charges, nothing like that by any means. It's not even going to be a report. It would be documented that we came out here and spoke to you. We could make an agreement with her. You guys could come to some sort of...
Well, I mean, like I said though,
that'd be up to you.
but yeah, but like also that's if it's her property.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I would, by the looks of it, I understand what Officer Weaver's saying, but by the looks of it, I would say with you, like, yeah, it's a pond. It's just a waterway and
Yeah.
But I do have chairs, a dock, a ladder going into the pond and coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You don't do that if it's public property.
Yeah.
There was one call that I had hoped for. And that was it.
Yeah. All right.
Let me just grab your information before we head out of here. You said you just work here?
Yeah, I work over here. 08734 is my zip code. I'm a plumber in the area, so like I said, I stop here pretty much past couple years, almost every day after
catch
work
some
when
time,
it's in
hang out.
season. Like I said, I do the videos,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you have other spots in Lakewood you go to?
Yeah, there's a few. There's nothing like honestly crazy in this area though. So when you find like a spot like I said, like this. Yeah, calm, or just a spot I've been fishing for a good period of time. There's not that many spots around here. Like, I get off work, it's starting to get dark.
Right.
I'm not going to drive too far. This is like literally right up the street.
Yeah, there's one spot a lot of guys go to right off of 70 for Leisure Village.
Oh, in Tobin?
Okay.
You guys catch a lot of bass back in there.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to try that out. Never give anyone a problem over there. People call
Yeah.
because you park like up in the grass. You want to try out over there.
I know it's not close to here or where you're at work.
Yeah. I also want to know for future reference, like if I could come back here or not.
Yeah. Like I said,
You know what I'm
right now,
saying?
we don't have a way to see.
Okay.
Especially it's after hours.
Yeah,
now.
especially because
I gotcha.
all of the township is closed besides us.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Could he call like Monday, you think? Like
yeah, I mean, you could always reach out and just say, hey, I have a question.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to come here now, and this lady calls every
Yeah,
time.
Just say, hey, I was out here on Friday. You know, woman was giving me trouble. I just want to know whether or not she actually owns the entire pond, or if she just owns the
portion.
dock. Yeah, or a portion. I mean, if they say no, you're good, and you're fishing back in there. I know it's thick or whatever, but I mean, even if you're fishing in that corner, I mean,
Yeah, well, I was telling him the road is definitely public. Like, what if I casted from the road? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, I get that.
It's such a touchy subject.
Yeah,
I know.
Like I said, I wish I had answers. I mean,
I could definitely cast from the street, like with this thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I would call Monday, Dom. I would call Monday.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to keep coming back here, I would call Monday. I see if maybe they could do, if there's something they can do for you.
Yeah.
Just so you know for your own.
Well, that's what I'm saying, 100%.
she does own it, and you keep coming.
Yeah.
and
It
you
is
could be
trespassing.
issued a trespassing ticket, which
Yeah.
we don't want to do.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know? And usually it's us working this
Yeah.
zone anyway, so you would be seeing us, and we would be having the same conversation.
Obviously, going forward, I'd want to know. So I guess you
Yeah.
guys are saying just call Monday, see?
Yeah, I would call. They might not disclose anything to you just because it's.
You're not even a Lakewood resident. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know if they could. I don't know
Yeah.
if they can and can't do.
Like I said, I wish I had more answers for you. All the trespassing stuff's very touchy.
I'm going to get out of here, too. I know it's a Friday. I don't want to hold you guys, but
No,
Yeah, no, you're all
we're
right.
here for.
just a weird situation, like I said. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like, I'm definitely going to come back, but I wouldn't
Right.
want to continue to do that if it's
Yeah,
considered
I would definitely call
trespassing.
Monday and just see if you could kind of get some clarification.
that's your cell phone I have.
Yeah.
If I get any answers anytime, because I'm off on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So I happen to get some answers, I could give you a call. I'll let
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine.
So at least
That would
this
be
way-
good.
At least this way, you had that knowledge. Like I don't know if I could get anything. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Yeah, they might not disclose
Yeah, I don't know
anything
what
to
they
us
can.
because I mean, if she does own it, all up to her. You know, it's her
Right.
privacy. It's her belonging.
I got you.
But if it's public land, they're going to tell us it's public land. More than likely going to say yes or no. I don't think there's going to be much of an issue, but if they do, we'll try and get to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
All right.
just so you know for yourself, because we don't want to see you get like jammed up or
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like
something-
you're going to get arrested, but
Right.
you're going to get a ticket, and
Right.
you're going to have to
Go to court,
and
and it's-
you don't want to deal with all that.
you know
But
what?
there's
You didn't even
something,
do that. You know,
Yeah.
especially if you're
All
just
right.
fishing, like having a good time, like not
Well,
causing
that's
a
what-
problem. And just,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
It is what it
down
is.
in Anoka Harbor, all the lakes. Right,
Yeah,
I
it's
live in
even-
Forked River.
it's
You
probably
know,
a
you got
better
all the
spot,
lakes right
yeah.
there. But
Do this long enough, and you like
you
catch
can't
like.
go to the same spots.
Well, not only that, like I'll show you guys. Like, I caught this a few days ago.
Damn.
But like, guys don't.
Holy-
Yeah, and that's in Ocean County. So
Did you
like,
catch that?
Ocean County. I can't give you the spot.
I-
I can't give you the spot.
I was just trying.
No.
I didn't know.
No, I'm just getting it's striper fishing too, like saltwater.
massive.
That's like saltwater stuff too. So I do a mixture of everything.
That's my favorite time of year. It's like a catch release guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't.
No,
with
I don't
stripers
keep.
or
No,
anything?
even like the saltwater. I mean, obviously, like sometimes we'll keep slot fish and cook them, you know. But like as far as the freshwater
Oh, no,
goes,
yeah,
I would never.
freshwater,
I would never keep freshwater fish.
There's some guys that we deal with on a daily basis that eat out of Lake Carousel.
Poachers and stuff. I know the type of people that do that.
But I don't know if you've ever been puffer fishing out there. It's not like a big fight. There's no limit. You know, they're.
Yeah, you catch
you
a
can
ton
just-
of them.
Yeah, it sucks because you're cleaning a bunch of fish that are this big.
Yeah.
They're like chicken nuggets. They're really good if you ever want to try it out.
Dated a girl who once caught bluefish, and that was disgusting. I
I'd
tried
rather-
it. Disgusting.
Never
Chicken nuggets.
seen
Now I
that.
want chicken nuggets now.
Yeah, like I said, someone comes out and they just start hollering and yelling. They don't even address me like a normal person. Obviously, I'm gonna yell back. And then like, you know what I mean? Like he said, if she like spoke to me like a normal person, you know, I've even asked permission with my buddy to fish certain areas, certain places, whether it's the person's property or not, just to give them that peace of mind. You know what I mean?
Try to do research next week at least.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find something. If I can, I'll let you know.
So if they could email you something crazy that I'm telling you to do work just to go fishing.
I know.
You know, I mean, right now we don't have the resources. There's no way for us to really know.
I gotcha.
Now it's kind of, we're just in limbo.
All right, I hear you guys. All right, you guys have no problem. Have a good rest of the night. This is a tax map from Lakewood. Keep in mind it's from 1939. I'll tell you why that matters later. So this is her lot. This is for the people who give a shit about details. Her house is somewhere right here. I was standing over here. Was I pretty much wrong and she owns the majority of the lake? Yes. She doesn't own where I was standing or this little sliver of land in front of the public road. This is an extremely old property, and after talking to a few people in the county, the only way to really know where her property lines end are by getting a surveyor out there. I'm waiting to hear back from New Jersey Fish and Wildlife. This joyful lady already hates me enough. I haven't even caught big enough fish in here for me to pursue this any more legally or see if there's a way for me to fish it from public property.